Peace everyone, and thank you for coming back. We read in all those scriptures, that Allah made a covenant with all the prophets to follow, from the nation of Ebrahim, the religion of submission. Yet, after their departure, we ignored Allah's commandment, and we came up with 4,200 different fake, false, and man-made religions, which they were not authorized by Allah. That is why we have brought so many disasters upon ourselves, and we are fighting and killing each other in the name of our man-made religions. And now, with blessings from the Almighty Allah, we have the scientifically proven Arabic Quran, supported by mathematics, the exact science. Mathematical signs in the Quran purified the Arabic Quran from many distortions, and now we have the untouched message of Allah. The truth has come, and falsehood will vanish. The word, Musa, repeated in 136, ayat of the Quran. That is more than any other messengers. Yet, Muhammad, repeated only 4 times. But, why? Why did Allah put Musa's name in the Arabic Quran so many times? Obviously, He wanted to get our attention, and He wanted us to think, and question. Each ayah is a sign from Allah, and He wants us to reflect on those ayat, so He could teach us His Quran. That is how He taught us the whole mathematical miracle of the Arabic Quran, by only one small ayah. Over it is 19. So, let us reflect on the life of Musa as a man. He was born in the time that Pharaoh commanded all the sons of the nation of Ebrahim to be killed. Then Allah intervened, and told his mother to put him in a box, and threw him in the river. And river took him to wife of Pharaoh, and she took him as her son. So he became a son of Pharaoh. And his mother was returned to him, so they all entered into Pharaoh's kingdom. So, here is one life-changing story, for all of his family. Couple of days before, Musa was going to be killed, and his mother were living in a different lifestyle, and she was worried about her son. And the next day him and his mother and sister were in the kingdom of a very important king of the time. Allah. So he became a prince of Egypt. Then, Allah gave him hikmat and knowledge, when he grew up. Then one day, he punched a man, and killed him. So, the next day, he had to run away from Egypt, and leave that lifestyle, and his family, behind. Then, he entered the city of Madian, and watered, for a couple of girls. And he entered into another lifestyle. So he got married and became a shepherd, for 8 years or 10. Therefore, here is another life-changing story. The day before he was a prince of Egypt, and couple days after, he was a shepherd. Allah is the only one who is running our life. Allah is the Hakim. And Allah gives patience to His servants. Then, 8 or 10 years later, he was traveling with his family. Sometimes around the night, in the valley. Then by the will of Allah, he could not make a fire, for his family, in order to warm them up. Then, he saw a fire, from a distance. Like those projector lights that you see sometimes in the city with light shooting up to the sky in order to get your attention. Or like those lighthouses by the ocean, in order to guide the ships. That was how Allah was getting his attention, in order to guide him. So, he told his family, let me go there, and get some information, or maybe I could bring some fire, to warm you up. So when he got there, by the tree, which was on fire, he heard a voice which told him that this is the voice of Allah. That was the awesome moment. Now, why did Allah talk to him by His own voice? Holy Spirit, or Ruhi Mogaddas, could have talked to him as well. But, why did Allah Himself talk to him? Here, Allah wants us to get our attentions, so we can reflect on the ayat of the Quran. Please pay attention here. It is not like repeating the Surah Al-Fatiha 17 times a day, without using your brain. Allah wants you to use your brain and intelligence on each of the ayat of the Arabic Quran, so He can teach you the hidden hikmat in the Arabic Quran. Allah told him, I want you to go to Pharaoh. He became an arrogant, just tell him let the nation of Ebrahim go. Musa knew that if he would go back there, Pharaoh or other people would kill him, because he killed one of them. So, when he found out that he had to go back and face Pharaoh and his people, then he hesitated, and thought that they might kill him. So he started to make a deal with Allah. And Allah accepted whatever he asked for. Why did Allah went through that? Because this mission was a very crucial and important mission for Allah. That was not the James Bond movie, that he did not have any choice. Yet, Musa was given anything he asked for. That is why Allah is the gracious and the merciful. Allah could have sent a disaster to Pharaoh and his people, and destroyed them all, without the help of Musa. But he wanted to teach us a lesson, and give us more information about his system, which we will talk about it later on. So, he went to that fire, being a shepherd, and he came back from that fire to his family as a prophet of Allah. Wow! Allah be glorified. As you know, messengers become a messenger at the age of 40, except a couple of them. That means he was around 30 years of age when he had to leave Egypt. So, that was another life-changing event for Musa. Then, Musa went to his brother, Harun, who was minding on his own business, and told him, "Brother, you are now a prophet of Allah." Wow! Then, all of a sudden, his brother got so excited, and started to jump up and down, and hugging Musa, and screaming and kissing him, and became so happy, started to dance, and sing, Havana, Gilla. Like those programs on TV. You did not think that I could sing? Did you? Just kidding. Allah says, do not get excited when you gain something, and do not grieve over if you lose something, because everything have been written already. Those are just silly acts, thought by Hollywood, in order to sell you their advertisements. So, from that moment on, the life of his brother, Harun, changed. Then, him and his brother faced Pharaoh and his people, and ran out of Egypt at night, with the nation of Ebrahim, with the will of Allah. And then he was given the Torah, as a guidance, and light for the Bani Israel. And then, he asked his people to enter the city of Mecca, or Canaan, or the Promised Land, but they refused. Finally, Musa hated his people, and asked Allah to separate him and his brother from the Bani Israel. As you notice, his life changed few times. But, what are the significance of these events? There are two most important facts which Allah wants us to pay attention to. One is that Musa was sent in order to save Bani Israel. Allah wanted to save the nation of Ebrahim from Pharaoh, in order to keep the legacy of Ebrahim alive. Because Pharaoh was going to replace his nation with the nation of Ebrahim. Although Allah knew that the Bani Israel would become a wicked nation at the end. This event unveiled humans' innermost thoughts. Although we were shown so many logical signs, and we were all witnessing it, but after a while, we forget all those blessings, and we turn to wicked people. Allah wants us to realize that how arrogant we are. Therefore, the nation of Ebrahim is the most important event in all of those scriptures, and in the history of religion, but not many people know about it. That is why the name of Musa was repeated 136 times in the Arabic Quran. We talked about that, how the legacy of Ebrahim was preserved by sending Musa to Pharaoh in tape, number 8, part 5. The second one is that Allah wanted to inform us how people's destiny would change all of a sudden. So, both of them are about life-changing experiences. Musa realized that he went through so many life-changing stages, so he became curious that how some people's destiny will change. So, he was questioning that why those events happened to him or to other people. That is why Allah arranged for him a meeting with one of his servants, who was given special knowledge from Allah, and those special servants are here, among us, in order to intervene in our destiny, by the will of Allah. Thank Allah for His unending hikmat. By the will of Allah, Mr. Destiny changed the destiny of those fishermen by the sea, and those believing family and their son, and those two brothers with their treasures, as we read in Surah 18. These are the hikmat, which not many people know about them, yet. Musa was given hikmat before, and he knew that Allah never talked to any of his messengers before. That is why Allah wanted to strengthen his heart, by talking to him. And if the ruler, and creator of the 7 universes speak to you, you would do anything. Except Musa. He wanted more assurance. All the scriptures, Torah, Injil, and the Arabic Quran, came down exclusively for the Bani Israel, the descendants will be transported by Allah. The nation of Ebrahim. Yet, despite all those blessings from Allah, by sending to them messengers, scriptures, and signs, and teaching them literacy and hikmat, they became a wicked group of people, at the end. As the Arabic Quran says, it seems like Bani Israel killed Musa and his brother, Harun, which no one knew about that, at that time. That is why, later on, angels brought the Ark of the Covenant, containing what Musa and Harun left behind, at the time of Prophet Samuel, because no one knew what happened to them, and whatever they left behind was lost. That means, we are all wicked people. That is why we were kicked out of heaven. As we talked about it before, Ebrahim was from the city of Ur. Spells U-R. And when he broke down all those idols, people were going to burn him in a fire, but Allah made that fire safe and cool for him. Then Allah told him go to Mecca, or Canaan, the promised land. When he got there, he had his first son, Ismail. And when Ismail grew up, Allah told both of them, built the Kaaba. So Ebrahim and Ismail built the wall of sacred mosque, the house. Then later on, angels came down to him, in order to give him the good news of another son, whose name should be Ishaq, as they said. And Ishaq would have a son, named Yaqub. Then when Ishaq was still a child, Ebrahim had a dream that he should kill him. People are confused about this event, that which one of his sons he was supposed to kill. But, thank Allah, we have the scientifically untouched message of Allah, supported by mathematics, the exact science. And in Surah 11 of the Arabic Quran, we read, when Ebrahim's wife heard the good news of a son from those angels, she said, woe to me, how could I bear a child at my age, and here is my husband, an old man. This is really strange. And the angels said, do you find it strange, for Allah? The mercy of Allah, and His blessings, be upon you, O people of the house. He is praiseworthy, the glorious. As you see here, the hikmat is the wordings that those angels used. They said, O people of the house. Sacred house in Mecca, the Kaaba. That means, the Kaaba was already built by Ismail and Ebrahim together. And then later on, the angels gave them the good news of another son, after the Kaaba has been built. Therefore, that would be Ebrahim's second son, Ishaq, who was going to be killed by his father, according to his dream. Allah wants us to use our intelligence in the Arabic Quran, and translate it for our own good. Therefore, when you read a translation of the Arabic Quran, you are cheating your soul. Because, you are reading from someone else's knowledge, and hard work. Yet, Allah wants you to learn the Arabic Quran, on your own, and through Allah's inspirations. He repeated 10 times in the Quran, that it was sent in Arabic language. In order to get your attention. In Surah 39, Allah compares the Arabic Quran, as the main source, with translations, as different partners, who are disputing with one another. Thank Allah for His unending hikmat. Here are the ayat of the Quran. peace.